Hello everyone. So Bluesky presents Monday webinars. Today's topic is the importance of learning German language, which can benefit you for both your academic and professionally. So for that we have an expert German trainer with us today who has more than 20 years of experience in this field. Welcome to our show, ma'am.
Hello, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
So now, ma'am, how long have you been teaching?
Well, I have started teaching German at Jadavpur University since 2014. Well, but before that, I had already given private tuitions to students from Jadavpur University who were learning German. So, I did the course. I did it. Because I had to pause in the middle because of my son. He was growing up. But I am involved with the language since 1985. So it's a long time.
Long time.
Yes.
And then why did you choose the language German of all the languages?
Well, there is a funny story. My father's friend, he went after the Second World War. He went to Germany, so he married a German lady, and from there she sent me one frock, and I still remember it. It was navy blue in color with white bows, and I still, I still remember.
Very fond memory.
Yes, and suddenly, I had my mother said you have to thank her. You don't know her, so you have to thank her. So I wrote a letter. Yes, of course in English, but I knew that she cannot speak because because in those days the Germans were not that fluent in English. Yes, but anyway, then the second part is when I entered Jadavpur University as a student of comparative literature. So there were two languages offered in the graduation level. So one was Tamil, the other one was German.
Okay.
So when I tried to enter the Tamil classroom, I found there is no more seat for anyone to sit. So then I saw others going into the German class. I think it's my fate. And so I entered
and
that
you chose
class.
The right fate.
Maybe. And that's how my journey started.
Okay. Now, ma'am, if you can just tell us that how can students benefit from learning this language?
Well, first I would say that why should one learn a foreign language?
Right.
There are three aspects. The first aspect is communication. Why do you need to communicate? Like if you go somewhere as a tourist, sometimes there are situations where you have to speak at least in bits and pieces the language of that country, and then you can get help.
Right.
Okay, so that is the first thing. The second thing is education purpose, because Germany is a happening place. It's a happening place for education also. There are two types, public and private, and public education system is free. Free of cost. Okay, and the third I would say for learning a foreign language is the job profile. For all these three languages, nowadays, even the schools have initiated learning a foreign language amongst their students, especially in CBSE schools, and I think some ICSE schools are also initiating it. Yes.
Okay. Now, what are the thoughts in learning a German online? Should students take online classes or like face-to-face in-person classes?
No.
Are better?
Online it should be a blended. Why a blended? Because online itself doesn't help. But of course, the physical class is the most effective way. But, in today's situation, after COVID especially, we have seen that blended classes do help. Like, if I want to show a video and that facility I'm not having at the institute, maybe some technical snacks or so.
Right, right.
Then I take an online class. That does help, of course. But, mostly we should have physical classes
Okay.
where one-to-one interaction is possible, and that is happening everywhere in any of the language classes.
Okay, ma'am, could you elaborate on the different settings, like where can effectively learn the German language? Like in the different institutions or through
Well,
immersive experiences?
well, I would say that way that learning the language, of course, Bluesky is going to start, and Max Muller is the first thing, Goethe Institute. But see, Goethe Institute is there, but what happens is sometimes, there are students who cannot afford to pay the
Okay.
amount they charge. I'm not going to blame them for that. That's their charge. You have to accept or you do anything. But uh, there is Ramakrishna Mission. There is also Jadavpur University. There is Sister Nivedita University, and I'm going to start with Loreto College from 2nd of September, and also Institute of Language Studies and Researches there also, and even at Vishwabharati. So the students there in West Bengal, only in Vishwabharati you can do Germanistic, which is German language and literature studies. But there also you have to learn the language. So that's what. It can be done. Like some students, what they do, they are prepared by me, and then I I see to it that they can apply for the A1 exam, that basic, from Max Miller for the certificate, which is more important.
Right.
So they get a certificate from the institute where they are learning, and then they can go there and sit as external candidates
Okay.
to do the course. Okay, but I should tell you that German is the most widely spoken European languages. So wherever I go, I can see there are more German language takers. Sorry to say, but and also Chinese and Japanese.
Okay.
These three, they have the
Okay.
more takers than any other languages.
Okay.
So-
Have you ever visited Germany, ma'am?
Oh, I have visited. I'm visiting since 1990.
Oh, really?
Yes, even last
Okay.
year I visited because I was invited
Okay.
as the Indian translator.
Oh,
I was
that's
invited as the Indian translator. I mean, as the translator